back to our LUXE Mastermind podcast. And here we have a special guest. His name is Anthony. Anthony, welcome.
Hello.
Hi. Today we're joined by Anthony, but also known as Tectonic. Now tell me something. How do you get that nickname?
I named it myself
Okay.
because I was trying to, there's search engine optimization. I was trying to separate myself. So there's three Tectonics. There's a DJ, there is a guy in India that owns a tech company, and then there's me, which I didn't know about. And now 11 years later worth of website work, it just stuck. So it is what it is.
But it's catchy, catchy. So he is a Google data engineer, an international business consultant who helps small business grow their presence online with smart digital strategies. His work has even brought his agency into the top 3% in North America. Anthony, that sounds very impressive, but also a little technical. Can you explain to the audience in a simple way, what do you do?
Absolutely. So being a Google partner, which puts me in the top 3% of all digital marketing agencies in North America, typically what that means is, when you can take your car to get work done, there's people called ASC master mechanics. What's kind of like that, anyone can build a website. You can go to your cousin and to fix your car, or you can take your car to the ASC master mechanic. Can your cousin fix the problem? Maybe. But if you take it to someone that's actually licensed to actually work on your vehicle, they're going to be able to do a better job on your car. So that's the difference between me and other marketing agencies, that we're actually trained on digital marketing aspects, so websites, Google Ads, things like that, to be able to effectively work with small businesses. And also Google themselves holds our agency to very high standards. So if I touch an account or work with a business, I better show growth with it.
So Anthony, do I need to hire you for digital marketing?
Nope. That's one of the best things about digital marketing is there's no gatekeeper. What I mean by that is, if you wanted to run radio ads, you couldn't just throw up your own antenna to start running radio ads. You have to go to a radio company, to a TV company, billboards. I go to a billboard company. Digital marketing is one of the best things, also one of the worst. But the best thing is, if a business is starting and they got cash flow issues, just like every business does, digital marketing is free. There are some great platforms like LUXE or Squarespace to start building a website. Google Ads is free. I would educate yourself a little bit in that. Social media marketing yourself is free. Just watch some good YouTube videos, if you're watching me on YouTube, and educate yourself on how to apply digital marketing tactics to your business today, right now. And then when you're ready to step into needing a professional to work on your stuff, that's when a lot of businesses end up approaching me.
Oh, that's good to know. Okay, our second question. Do I need a website?
Absolutely. Get a website. I don't care if it's a free site, that's a one-pager. You need to have a website. The reason being is the internet is not your friend. Facebook's definitely not your friend. A lot of businesses will run ads without a website. Those running through their Facebook page, and Facebook doesn't care. They're going to take your money. As a matter of fact, I sat in a room with Facebook developers, and they said that boost button on business pages is specifically designed to work like the casino. So it's designed to, straight from them, not me, they said that it's designed to get business owners just enough that they keep coming back and hitting that button. So the reason you want a website is that you can have one central area to collect all the information on how people are coming to your website, what are they doing, more importantly, what are they not doing, and it's able to give you a better roadmap on how to spend your money or use your own personal efforts moving forward when it comes to growing your business, brand awareness, or for some companies, just getting the phones ring to get more leads. So yes, you need to have a website. I cannot stress that enough, especially if you're going to put money towards online advertising.
Yes, and it's expensive.
Yeah, it costs you more down the road not having a website than it does to invest in just like a very simple Wix build. As a matter of fact, if you're having problems with the website, I have a YouTube series up right now that shows me walking through these AI website builders. They're not the best, and even me as a marketer had a hard time with them, but they're better than nothing. Get a website.
Yeah. Why do I need to run Google Ads? I don't click on the ads.
A lot of people say that. So you can normally tell when you see an ad online. If you go to Google search, type in, I want to buy some purses, and you see those ads show up. A lot of people are like, I skip that stuff. I don't click on them. Well, Google is, and we're going to stick to Google just for this example. Google is very sneaky, and its marketers are pretty good, and will replace ads and how we collect information. Even if you don't click on the ad and you go to my client's website, we're still collecting data on you so we can market to you in many different ways. There's actually a type of ad called a display ad. It looks just like a banner. In fact, a lot of people confuse it for a banner ad. It's not what it is. It's still an image and it shows up on websites. So if you're interested in shopping for a purse and you go past the ads, but you go to a website about the top 10 Coach purses of 2025, those images you see, those are Google ads. Those are actually designed for you to not click on them. We want you just to see that ad. It's a pretty cool tactic that we use, especially when it comes to selling tickets. We want people to be aware of your event. We don't want you to click on the ad itself. So we're still collecting information on how you engage or where you saw that ad as well. It's called an impression. So even if you don't click on the ad, you should still be running Google ads at the very least for brand awareness so people are aware that you exist. We're very sneaky how we put ads in. Even YouTube videos, for example, those ads you see on YouTube, yes. Those ads live on a Google Ads dashboard, which is attached to somebody's YouTube channel, or they have permission to use those videos. You might not click on that ad, but for some reason, due to your activity or your personal search history, you're seeing that specific ad designed towards you for some reason. You may not click on it, but we're still gathering information on you. And that's the core reason of businesses is yes, we all want more leads. We want the phone to ring, for example. But the end result, that's the far end result. The reason we run ads is to collect information and how people interact with your business. So later on down the road, we do get that click when we need it, and that person will engage with your business when they need you.
What is search engine optimization?
So search engine optimization is a really hot term that's thrown around. You may have heard it called SEO as well, or SEM, search engine modifications, whatever they do with it. Anyways, it's SEO, search engine optimization. Primarily what it is when you search something on Google, you'll see ads. If it's a local search, like I want HVAC people near me, you might see the little map pop up on your search. Everything underneath that are called organic rankings. And so there's a lot that goes into that, but primarily there are three things you need to know about search engine optimization. There's on-site, which means what are people doing on my website? For example, you may have a website and you know where your contact us button is, but does everybody know where it is? Optimizing your website to make sure they can find it makes it easier. Then there's off-site SEO, which is everything you do off your website to build your brand. Posting online, submitting blogs, case studies. For my example, for my industry, I do a lot of case studies on LinkedIn. That's off-site SEO to build my brand awareness that leads people to my website. The third type of SEO is called technical SEO. Primarily, it's called back-end development. So like, how fast does my website load? If you have a lot of plugins on your website, do the pictures and the verbiage show up correctly so people can read it right? That's all the technical stuff to make sure your website functions correctly. So if you're a small business and you're paying for SEO, you want to have a sit down with your marketing agency or your marketing and be like, what type of SEO are you working on? For example, if you're working on any one of those three types and you're not blogging a minimum once per week, you're not doing anything for your website. Blogs are notoriously important when it comes to feeding the internet information about questions that people are asking about your industry that you want to show up for. They may not primarily be questions that lead to a conversion immediately. I mean, they're going to call your business that day. Oh, I read this blog, that's amazing. But it feeds the internet training it that when it comes to my industry, I am the one that answers questions for people. And so that's another reason why, like, if I sit down with businesses and they say, oh, we're doing SEO, I'm like, how many blogs are you doing? Well, we're not doing blogs. We're not really doing SEO. And there's a lot more that goes into that. It all just updated because Google just had a core update last month about it. But in short, if you're working with an agency or you want to do SEO on your website, if you want to do SEO for your business, sit down and have a conversation and see which type are we going to work on.
What is the most underused platform for small businesses?
That's the best answer, and I like that one a lot. Easy. Google My Business, aka Google Maps or Google Business Profile, whatever Google's calling it this week. They always change the name. Anyway, simple forms, the map. Does your business show up on Google Maps? It is the most underused free platform that a lot of my clients that maintain it correctly, they make way more money off Google My Business before someone even visits their website. So if you are like for example, Google just released an update for drinks, for cafes, bars, specifically, that people can just type into Google saying, I'm feeling like it's a Friday night, I want to drink vodka, but I want to drink Absolute vodka. So you can type into the search Absolute vodka, and it'll show your restaurants if you take the time to build your listing out and tell people, yes, I serve Absolute vodka. And that's just a brand new update that just came out last week. That restaurants can now rank for just specific search terms for ingredients or types of drinks without even having to go to your website at all. There's a multitude of things that Google My Business or Google Maps Profile has for businesses. It's 100% free. It just takes the time for a business to go in there and update every little thing in there. And another great underused platform on it is posting videos and pictures. If you post, remember, Facebook's not your friend. Facebook doesn't give a crap about your business unless you're giving it money. And even then it's questionable. But if you post to Facebook, take those posts, take those videos, and put them into your Google My Business profile. Google will reward businesses that have an active listing. A lot of my clients, they go like, well, I can't compete against Walmart or the big box stores, whatever it may be. Well, just simple once a week inputs into Google My Business will show that you are an active business that cares about showing up online, that cares about your clients, especially if you're getting reviews and then replying to those reviews. Google will organically reward those businesses with better viewerships online as well. And it's a sorely underused platform that a lot of my clients, majority of them, especially ones that depend specifically on phone calls for new leads, they make way more money on that platform alone than their website does for them.
Wow, you just have to take your time and put the information in.
Sit down, take your time and put your information in, understand your industry. There's a lot of pretty good YouTube videos and help forums out there that you sit down and just read about your listing. Know what industry you're in, what category you fall into, and then apply the necessary categories to your business. I say that in a way because the Google My Business profile is kind of a one-size-fits-all almost, unless you are a lawyer, restaurant, medical facility, or an e-commerce store. It's just one platform. So yeah, sit down and know which ones apply to your business, and that's where I step in to help my clients maintain it.
And that's a good tool for starting businesses
as
well,
Absolutely,
because it's free.
It's free. Sit down and create the listing. You want to create it and control it because Google will create listings on its own, and they're not always accurate. So if you're a brand new business, first of all, you don't have to have an office to have a Google My Business profile. A lot of my clients are plumbers, electricians that work out of their truck, but they have what's called service areas. If you are a business that wants people to come visit them, then you're an address-based business, and that will be displayed as well. Neither or really has a leg up upon the other one. It's just who's actually taking care of their listing and showcases to Google that I'm an active business. Here are my pictures, here are my videos, here's me keeping my posts and events up to date on here, and Google will serve those up more often to people. There's even a great feature in it for e-commerce stores, like for example, Love to Run in Dothan, and I'm just using an example, they're not a client, but businesses like that depend on foot traffic to physically walk in and purchase something in person. If you have people following your Google My Business profile, every time you put a coupon out, so if you put a coupon on Facebook, less than 1% of your followers are going to see that post or coupon on Facebook. If you put that same coupon on Google, everyone that follows you and everyone that Googles your business will see that immediately. So you have 1,000 followers, all 1,000 people are going to get an alert to their phone saying, Love to Run has a coupon, buy one, get one free, download it, and it'll automatically, if they engage with that coupon, it'll automatically save that coupon to their phone. So when someone walks into their store, they can show it to it, have it, fumble around, find the damn thing. It's an amazing, sorely underused platform, sorely underused. And it blows my mind when people see it. They're like, oh, I showed up 1,000 times this month on a search. And I go, yeah, and that's just the map. It does not include the rest of the internet. It's just one piece that businesses just set up and forget, sadly, or don't even set up at all. And then they're just, I could talk for hours on it, on how underused it is and how much value it can bring to a business.
Yes. Thank you, Anthony, for being here. We are so glad that you explained to us about your businesses and how you can help business grow.
Appreciate you having me. Thank you.
And all the social links will be down below. If you need help in marketing, don't hesitate to contact them. Thank you so much all for your time, and to the next time. Bye.